Two beautiful salad dressings. Fresh, simple, delicious. Hey guys, how's it going? It's Brenda with Native Roots Salsa Company. We're bringing you a unique video today. It's pretty simple, but it's another way that you can use our salsas. We're going to be making salad dressings today. Seems pretty obvious, maybe with our creamy jalapeno ranch. That can be used as a salad dressing. Beef up our salsa de avocado, which is our avocado and fresh tomatillo salsa, and our original red, which is our mild. It's a tomato-based salsa. I've got all of my ingredients out for the salad. We've got a little romaine, a little watercress here, a couple of avocados, a cucumber, red bell pepper, and a tomato out of our garden. So that's going to be the body of our salad today. But let's get started with the salad dressings first. So we're going to do our an-herbed tomato vinaigrette out of our original. Remember, this is just a tub of seasoning. It's tomatoes, it's garlic, it's lime, it's cilantro. When we get done with this, you're not going to know it had cilantro in it. You won't be able to taste it if you're one of those people that just can't stand cilantro. It tastes like soap. It's all scalable. I can write a pretty standard recipe, but feel free to scale this to however much you need. Now, if I didn't have a carrot grated, I am fortunate enough to have a Vitamix. You might be able to do this with a regular blender as well. If you scrub your carrot real good and cut it into little, like 1.5 inch chunks, and you turn your blender on low, open the little top to the blender, and you can drop the carrots in individually and with the blade running on low, and it will grate these up for you, so you don't have to use a box grater. I have one, but I've got a bag of carrots that I need to use, so I'm going to do it that way. We're going to start out with about a cup of this tomato-based salsa. I'm just going to plop that in there without getting too much on me. All right, so there's half of our salsa. May need a little bit more. We'll just have to see how it goes. Now I'm going to do maybe a half a cup of carrots. I'm going to give a couple of good handfuls of shakes here. We've got kind of our base. Now it does have lime juice in it, but I want to change the flavor of this salsa and make it more like a dressing. So I'm going to take, I don't know, teaspoon and a half of Dijon mustard, put that in the blender. And I want to use some herbs in this, and I also want to use some onions. I already have some green onions cut from another project, so I'm going to go ahead and dump this onion. Now you could use a white onion or a red onion, but I'm going to dump a quarter cup in there, just what I had. And I need basil. Now I've got some fresh basil out in the garden. I'm not going to go out there and get it. I've got some pesto that I need to use up. If you're like me, you buy stuff at the store. It sits in your refrigerator and it's like, oh, what am I going to do with that? Well, I'm going to use some of this nice basil and cheese to go on my salad dressing to give me that basil flavor. So I'm going to take probably, I don't know, good quarter cup. Right about, maybe a little bit more. Of course, this is all to taste, so you use as much basil or pesto as you want for yours. The next ingredient I'm going to use is a little Italian seasoning. I want some oregano in here. I want some rosemary. It already does have garlic. It's just your standard Italian seasoning. I'll do it in the palm of my hand. That's probably a good 2 teaspoons dry. So we're going to drop that in. This already does have salt in it because the salsa does have salt. I am going to give it just another little sprinkle because I've put some other ingredients in here. Quarter teaspoon maybe. It's just a sprinkle. And I am going to add some pepper. Now we're going to want to ramp up the acid level. It does have lime in it, but I'm going to use some white wine vinegar. A good 2 tablespoons. This is to taste. If you like your salad dressings more acidic, definitely use a little bit more. If you don't, use a little bit less. I'm now going to, I think I've got all my ingredients. I do have some agave over here if I do want to add a little sweetener to it. I'm not sure yet because those carrots are going to add some natural sweetness. So I'm going to pop my lid on, and I'm going to make sure this is set on low, turn it on, and turn that off. So I want this to be a smooth dressing. It is very thick right now. Always remember you can use water as an ingredient. I'm going to grab a little bit of water to put in here, but I'm also going to put some oil in here, which will thicken it up again with the emulsification. So let me grab a little bit of water real quick. Don't want to add too much because I don't want to crater my flavor on the acid and the other ingredients, but I don't know, I used maybe a 1/4 cup. And we'll just bump this. So that looks pretty good. I think I'm going to put just a little bit more water in it since I am going to go in with the oil. I'm going to start this on low, and I'm going to drizzle in some olive oil. This is probably 2 cups worth of dressing base. I'm going to do at least a 1/2 cup of oil, maybe a cup. We'll just have to see how it tastes when we get there. So again, this is all to taste, no real recipe. I'll try to write one, but it won't be perfect, so adjust it to you. So I'm going to turn this on low and remove the lid. And slowly start pouring my olive oil in, and I'm going to watch the liquid level. And when it comes up to where I think I've got a 1/2 cup to a cup, I'm going to stop. So we're going to let that blend for just another minute. And now I'm going to give it a taste and check it for salt, check it for acid, seasonings, anything else that we need. This is a nice dressing consistency. I'm getting it all over me, splattering it. So that is really nice. I do think I want to bump the acid up a little bit. I want to bump the salt up. Remember, you're going to put this on a salad, so it needs to carry a good bit of flavor with it before it gets to your salad. And about a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And let's go at this one more time. That's nice. That's really nice. I think I'm going to give it just a little bit more mustard. And then it'll get that tang up there to exactly where I want it. 2 teaspoons, maybe. You'll have to excuse me, I know I sound hoarse. I've had some allergies. We've got down here in Central Texas the ragweed, the fall elm, which kicks my rear end every year, and grass. So it's always lovely. All right, final taste. I think we're there. That is so good. If you go to the markets or to the store and you buy those nice juices in those really nice bottles, hang on to these bottles. Reuse. I reuse my tubs. They are dog food scoops. They are leftovers, containers, lunch bowls. They're great. They're dishwasher safe. So we do reuse. So I'll put as much of this in there as I can. And whatever's left I'll use or give to my mom and dad. There's only 2 of them. They won't need as much, but now I've got a really nice herbed tomato vinaigrette. For this time we're going to use the salsa de avocado. It's a medium heat salsa. It's got mostly jalapenos, but a few serranos. It's got fresh, uncooked tomatillos, lime juice, cilantro, garlic, a little white onion in it. It's delicious. You can use it just by itself as a salad dressing. It's really good to dress sliced tomatoes. But I want to ramp it up a little bit. And I didn't need any sweetener in the herbed tomato vinaigrette because the carrots carried the sweetness for me. And we're going to put about a cup. Yeah, that's probably a little bit more than a cup, but that's all right. Now, I know I'm going to want to add a little salt to this because it's going to go on my salad. I am going to add some more acid, so I'm going to use a little white wine vinegar in it. And I want this one to be pretty creamy. I always like Dijon in my salad dressings, so I am going to put just a tiny bit. It's going to help with some emulsification, but this ought to emulsify pretty well anyway because of all the avocado. And a little pepper. As far as seasonings go, I'm going to leave it pretty straightforward like it is. And I think I am going to put just a tad bit of agave just to offset some of that tart from those uncooked tomatillos and the vinegar. I'm going to throw a little bit of water in there as well, just to kind of loosen it up before I hit it with some oil. And you don't have to use olive oil. You can use avocado oil, canola, sunflower oil, whatever oil you like, vegetable oil, just something that you like. So I like the olive oil, I had it on hand. So again, we're just going to blend this up. I'm going to turn it all the way down. We'll remove my top. And we're going to give it some olive oil. So I'm watching the level right here. I know there are some measurements on the blender container. They're kind of hard to see, but I'm just going to watch the level. We don't want it to go up more than maybe a half an inch or so. So there's that. I think we're at our half-inch mark. Maybe a tad bit more. I'm going to hit this with one more hard blend here. All right, now I'm going to taste it and see where we are. All right, so this is a nice, creamy, I know that it's a little high, but you'll see it here in a minute when I pour it into the container. Oh, that is really good. I've put this just enough acid because, like I said, those tomatillos, the raw tomatillos, have a very limey flavor. I'm getting everything messy. That's really good. This is a booze block cutting board. It's walnut. If you know anything about cutting boards, you know that's a great brand. I got it for probably half of what it would have cost for me to order it. Great cutting board. I do have some of the booze block oil and the cream, so I treated it first before I started using it, and we're just gonna take good care of it. So we're done here. Should have switched these around since this doesn't seem to have made as much. All right, and I will clean the rest of these out of these containers and use it. I won't waste it, don't worry. So that just went on the floor. But my shadow, one of them will come in and lick it. I know for sure. All right. So we've got our, basically a creamy avocado vinaigrette and our herbed tomato vinaigrette. Both made from salsas. So if you've got a half a tub of salsa left, I'm going to spill this if I don't shut it. If you've got a half a tub of salsa sitting around, here's what you can do with it. Changes the flavor. If you're tired of it, this is going to make it all new again. So stretch your culinary legs. Get out there and use your imagination. And let's throw this salad together and see how we end up. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot my cucumber. Well, I'll do that just on the plate. So now the big decision is, which salad dressing do I want to use? I know I always want some salt. So I'm going to go ahead and salt. So I think I'm going to do half and half. How about that? Give this another good shake. The nice thing about this salad dressing is you know what's in it. And we'll do our avocado cream on this side. Now I don't have to choose. All right. There's my fork. Salsa and salad? Absolutely. I'm gonna get a taste of this. I'm gonna do the tomato herb side first. Just enough acid. You could taste that basil and that cheese and that pesto. The Italian seasoning comes through. Delicious. Let's try our creamy avocado side. That is good. Really good. Makes a little bit of avocado go a long way. Who says you can't take it with you, huh? You guys come out to the farmer's market. We're in Austin, Texas. So if you're in our area, come out to one of the local farmers markets on the weekends and pick up a tub of salsa. There is so much you can do with it. We've done a couple of other videos on some breakfast items, breakfast brunchy items. Come out and see us. Grab some salsa, take it home, do the chip thing, but then when you have a little bit left for the week, make some delicious salad dressing. So until next time, you guys have a great day. Thanks for joining me. If you haven't already, subscribe, hit that notification bell, follow us along. We're going to be doing a lot of this. I think for tonight's dinner, we're going to do some ribeye steak out on the grill and a little salsa butter. So that'll be another video. It's going to be delicious, guys. Thanks again for joining me today. Y'all enjoy the music.